Hello everyone, Cory here from Environment One with another installment of the E1 Sentry Advisor Remote Monitoring System Training Series. Today we're going to be talking about the account hierarchy, so how your account is structured, some of the components that it's made up of, and how to navigate the different account levels. So we can see by looking at the diagram that the overall account structure is basically a flowchart where your base account is at the root of the tree, and then all of your accounts and sub-accounts branch out from there, ultimately ending up at the individual sites that make up your population. So in this image, we can see that E1 is at the top of the tree, and below E1, there are basically only two components that can exist. There is either an account, which is identified here as the light blue items, or there is an account group, which is nothing more than a collection of or a group of multiple accounts. And so with those two items, it's possible to create a very flexible, very hierarchical, organized account structure. So as can be seen here, at any level, you can have either an account or an account group, a combination of the two, as well as any level of different account groups. So there can be, in this case, a distributor level, which has both accounts, individual accounts, and groups of accounts. There can then be a sub-account level, in this case, a customer level, again, with a number of different accounts, but also groups of accounts. And then, in this case, yet another sub-customer level, also with individual accounts as well as potentially account groups, and so on and so on. This number of levels could be whatever you needed to do to accommodate your particular structure. And so ultimately you get down to a level where you just have an account, and then ultimately below those accounts is where your sites reside. So a site in this case is a individual grinder pump station, presumably with a single Sentry Advisor modem installed, an address. And that's basically how the overall account structure is created. So now the thing to remember here is that access to any of these levels is granted by at what level you're at when you create the user's profile. So for example, let's say this account right here was a homeowner, an individual homeowner who had simply one site, their own grinder pump associated with it. If that homeowner wanted to have access to theirs and their alone site, they would have a profile created at this account level right here. That would allow them to, when they log in, they come into this account and this account only, which allows them to see only the sites that are below that account. Similarly, if you had a project or a neighborhood or something along those lines, this account may be one of several accounts that exist below a next higher level up account group. So now if somebody, a technician or somebody that was overseeing this population, needed to have access to all of the accounts and all of the groups that existed under that structure, you would provide them access at this level. So they would have a user profile created at the account group level that would allow them to see everything, all the accounts below that level, and ultimately all the sites that are below each of those different accounts, and so on and so on. So by using that structure, it's very easy to see that, as I said, you can have any number of levels of different account groups, which can contain either account groups or accounts, and as well as you can have any horizontal level of any number of account groups or accounts within any level. So by using that structure, it's very easy to organize and arrange your different sites and accounts in such a way that it makes it very easy to find what you're looking for and to arrange what you're looking for and to provide access to only the sites that certain people need to have access to. And ultimately, at the distributor level and even the E1 level, as the flow follows up the tree, anybody at this level can see everything below them. So a distributor is able to see every customer account that's below them, and so on and so on. So that's kind of the top-level view of the account structure of how the advisor is laid out. But with that structure, it should be very easy to organize and arrange and have an easily navigable account structure for your population of grinder pumps. So that covers the topic of account hierarchy and navigation. Hopefully you found that useful. Please look for other topics covering the many other facets of Sentry Advisor and beyond, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.